Hi, welcome again to one of these short videos we have, the complete water systems. So this is a follow-up or next steps after our intro. So if you haven't watched the complete water system intro, that's the first video you should watch, please, or watch it after this. So this one is on funding and funding partnerships, which is where we thrive as complete water systems. We use all the great partners below here in a remarkable new public-private partnership, or PPP. So it is a complete water system in a box, a container, or a trailer, guaranteed. And we're going to be explaining the guarantee and the financials in this as well, because this truly is, we are more of a financing company and an insurance-backed company. And basically project managers is what we do at Complete Water System. So project managing, we use great partners of insurance like Lloyd's of London, great export people, Economic Development Canada, and we use great government funding that we have at preferred rates from our partners with our federal government. We do have the Saudi Brothers for larger projects, which are partners with water technologies, and you can Google and research all these independently as well. We highly encourage you to do a deep dive on research always. So you might have seen this in our introduction, and if not, again, I encourage you to go back to that. But with our financing, this is one of the biggest pieces because for a lot of people, they normally have to put down in a normal order 50%, sometimes 100%, or sometimes a standby letter of credit. Sometimes a lot of funding is 50% and then 25 before delivery. So a lot of the risk is put on the actual buyer and not the seller or the builder. So we've reversed that, and we've used some of the best partners and at the best financial rates, always single digits, but each case, it depends on each case. And we will do some scenarios on that. But again, the best thing is to reach out whoever sent you this video or contact us, and we're happy to help you to get a quote and see how we can partner together. And actually, one of the best things you can do is watch one of our partnership videos that explains how you can partner with us. So the Canadian Water, the Complete Water System is a Canadian water company. And again, more the financial arm, the insurance arm, and the project manager has teamed up with Current Water Technologies. So Current Water Technologies is a publicly traded company. It's been around for 20 plus years out of Guelph, Ontario. So they're the ones who design, build, test, and package it. So they've got some great access, as we do too, to the government funding. So that's where we can package that, and that's where we are experts, and we actually work with them to help out for some of their other clients. But we love working, of course, with our own clients because we can provide this full solution from start to finish, the whole 9 steps, which is great. Now, the funding is at preferred partner rates. So what does that mean is we get the rates, or we're able to negotiate that as a group, being Canadian companies, with the federal government. So if you have double digits or have just limited financing or just high financing in your country, that's okay. What we need to know, though, is your financials, 3 years of financials, because this is a financial underwriting process. If you don't have that, again, we find some other financial partners locally, or if you're the government side, we'll always find someone locally because you want to have that comfort if you are the government or you're the one doing the project of who's here, boots on the ground that can help us, and we train and support them as a team. Economic Development Canada, if you look at number 5, this is purchase order. So they can do purchase order factoring, so they can do some advances. They can protect it while it's being shipped where it leaves Current Water Technologies. They want to make sure they're paid because it's left them. So we help and orchestrate that, as that's why you can see we're above and below that. But we use, again, our or Current Water Technologies or Canadian rates and rules. So we've got great interest rates right now as being a very well-off country, and we're very blessed with that. Now, there are limitations that the Canadian government can do. There are limitations Current Water can do. There's limitations that Economic Development Canada can do. And we're not naive at the Complete Water System that there's things that we can't do. So that's why we've engaged Lloyd's of London. So Lloyd's of London, again, highly encourage you to research and check them. They do an individual policy for you to protect you. I'll say that again, because a lot of people are saying, well, is this policy for us? No, no. The security is for you as the client, you as the recipient of the water. So say something happens and the water isn't safe. There's a policy for that. Say there's an all risk disaster, a catastrophe that happens. We've got insurance for that too. And that's where we come in. We're very creative with our financial solutions. We're very creative because my 18 and a half years in our team, almost half of them are ex-military, of redundancies and backups. So we have a team of specialists on purpose because we want to just deal with the best of the best. And it's all affordable and very competitive in pricing. That's a lot of people are saying, well, what does it cost? About the same if you're going to go direct with the current water. That's why we're not afraid of people going direct and trying to do the system, because it's what we do as a package is our value added. And most of these companies prefer just dealing with us because we deal from start to finish where most people will not. People don't have local people on the ground. We do, or we find a partner. People don't have creative financial solutions. We do, or we find it. People don't have exports financing. Number 5, we do. And some people know how to do and protect it all. Number 7 with Lloyd's of London, and insure it and protect the risk. But with us having 18 and a half, me having 18 and a half years in the military, being in the water space for over 15 years, current water technology for 20 years, Saudi brothers, decades, we know what can go wrong with water projects. So we have those partners that even that where if it's maybe beyond us. Number 8, Saudi brothers say, let's us look at it. We can build, we can operate and transfer, especially if we're dealing with a high-end government or a larger project that's beyond our scope. As we say many times, give us your troubled water solution. We love it. But more importantly, give us a tough financial side because that's what we can figure out. We can figure out some financing and how to protect it in all parties. And number 9, I think it's important that you know we back it because we say we'll buy it or buy it out and guaranteed. Now, this word guaranteed, a lot of people get confused, especially in Canada, because only banks can do a guarantee. You are totally correct. That's why we work with Lloyd's of London. Only banks can do a guarantee in Canada. That's why we use Economic Development Canada or the Canadian government and their banking with their Canadian small business loans. So we are working with banks, and it's those banks guaranteed. Similar to our partners in building on this, you're not just relying on us and our company, you're relying on them, their established track record, and you get the policy in your name. Now, why do they like to work with us? Because we've done this before. We've done this over years, and we know how to watch it and protect it and get preferred financing. So is anything of this new? No. And my partners don't always like when I say this, but it's true, folks. You could do this all yourself. Do you know how? And what's interesting here too, folks, is they pay us all along the way. That's through them. We are very transparent with you on what we get paid, and we're open with it, and that's 10%. And we think it's very fair. 10% on the front end, 10% on the back end. That's our partnership. That's our rate. If we are not doing anything on the back end, we just get 10%, period. But why would you not want this whole system, this whole plan? And let us show you how you're going to save 20, 30, 40% or more by using us. That's right. You save money, you save and lower the risk, you get better interest rates, better plan and better support. So we are basically a broker of sorts, or we are a quarterback, a manager, a conductor, an orchestrator, a quarterback, a manager. You can use any sort of sports analogy or whatever else that works for you. I think you get our point. But that is how we work, and that's how we do it in finances. So it's a complete water system. So for you, and you'll notice we're going to end this off with almost every single presentation, is where do you fit in this process? How can we partner with you? So a lot of people are always trying to sell you something, or people are trying to say, hey, ours is the best solution. We know ours is not. We have found and researched and worked in this space for decades, and we have found the best solution. Or if you found a better one, we'll plug it and put that in. So it's called a plug and play, or we'll switch that out, and we can use the whole rest of this system. We don't mind. If you've got someone, hey, we've got a great insurance group, no problem. You've got a better partner, number 8, that can build, operate, and transfer, We can work with that. You've got a water solution that you order in Canada. We're going to have to test that out to make sure because it's our name on the line too. But great, we're willing to always consider that. Why? Everyone can be replaced. We only use the best of the best. So, do you or your company or country need water? Where can you help us? Signing a PO, locally established company for support, because those are what we need for the financing. The stronger the purchase order, the better financing and tools, and the better we all do, including the client always first. We do need that local established company. We need 3 years financials. We need to know who the director is, where they are. So address and company for the support. And then we do the plan. We do the packages for the financing locally and internationally. We do the financing as well, locally and internationally. So explain your issues or concerns that you have with maybe signing the purchase order or the local established company, and let us work for you. We love ideal situations of working with everyone. We get a smaller slice of the pie, which is better for you. Now, could we do this all ourselves, folks? And people always ask us that, and our team I did this with other companies before, but we can't be the best in all areas. So we hire and work with the best. That is the true ideal solution. Now you can do it for purchase. I'll be very blunt that we make more when we work together and do more for you, but we're happy to do that. If you can pay for cash and put it all up front, no problem. We will give you all those options because we're transparent in that we want to help the client, not hinder it. So show us the financials of the local company, show us how strong the PO is, and let us know how we can help and fit it in this process. So there's 3 steps too, which a lot of people always want to know on getting started with us. The water research and deliverables, that's the plan. But this is on financing. So we've got all of this covered. We've got the plan and production and how it's protected with the insurance. But the third point is the one we need to focus on because this video is the financing and of course always our last comment, that you are protected with the production and how it's built. Let me say this again. You are protected that what's going to happen and what you signed for is tested and delivered and operational. If not, we need to resolve it, or in our contract, you get your money back. And let me say that again too. If for whatever reason you say we need to have it by this quality water, this system doesn't work, we fix it with Current Water Technologies and all of our partners, or you get your money back. Now, this isn't just backed by us or Current Water Technology, the publicly traded company. This is going to be backed by Economic Development Canada, which is a government arm in Canada, by the federal government. And if you're saying, well, they'll just defend the Canadians, which people have said to us, we know that. So we always want to get ahead of those debates. Lloyd's of London is an international firm. And again, you are their client, not us. So you're covered. You're covered ensuring that what you ordered is delivered. Now, can things happen? Can people get sick? Can you or your partners fall out? That's why we actually pay that extra premium. That's called all risk. And what does all risk mean? Well, and there's a separate video that's going to be just on that from Lloyd's of London. It is exactly what it says. All risks you can think of, it is covered. Now, this is expensive, but we're willing to do it as part of your partners to make sure you are totally comfortable and you get exactly what you and your clients need. So it's delivered, installed, you're trained, and it's operating, or we train whoever that needs to be running it and operating under our guidelines. Guaranteed. And that's where the guarantee comes, not just from us, and not just something that's on a presentation, not just from your local partner that's presented this to you. It's backed by a contract. It's backed by the government. It's backed by the government arm, that is, with Economic Development Canada. It's backed by a publicly traded operating company, Current Water Technologies. It's backed by us, but it's also backed by an insurance policy that you own and you're the recipient. So if anything happens, you get paid back. So with that being said, if you have any questions, you let us know, because we love troubled water. We love trying to get a complete water solution. and financing challenges is our specialty. So thank you. And again, the Complete Water system is fully tested before shipping, ready to produce high quality water within days of delivery, guaranteed. We provide a competitive financing, competitive pricing, and a fully insured guaranteed system. No one else has this in the market. You can buy outright, rent, lease to own, or joint venture with us in a public-private partnership, which is our specialty, and we love it because then we can do great change by providing water. We can provide great jobs. We can provide local jobs. And folks, a lot of people are concerned about food security. You can't have food security without water security. And we protect it with these partners below. Great financing, fully insured, and guaranteed. Thank you very much. And please watch more of our videos, share it, like it, and we look forward to working with you.